All right, guys, you're going to have to know how this is coming from lesson 80. Lesson 80. You're going to have to know how to find the volume. So you know that if we have a cube or something that has edges, 6 edges, but 3 of the edges measure 5 inches by 4 inches. Let me do it that way. 5 inches by 4 inches by 3 inches. What is my volume for that going to be? 60 what? Well, it's inches cubed, but you got the right idea. That's right. There's 3 of them. Absolutely. It's volume. Volume is always cubed. Very good. Very good. Good job. I'm proud of you. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. All right. Okay, this is kind of something we've already talked about, but it's in 2 different lessons, so if you can do it once, you can do it twice. You're going to have a problem like this. 37.5 times 10 to the 6th. And they want you to put that in scientific notation. Don't look at it and say, oh, it already is. It's in the format, but is it in proper scientific notation? It's not. How do we put it in proper scientific notation? It's got to be 3.75 times 10 to what? To the 7th, right? To the 7th, right? Because if we take this original one and we go 6 places to go back to where it needs to be, how many places do we have to go to get there? 7. We have to go an extra place. So we're just adding one more. Guys, whenever you find yourself having to go to the left with a decimal, you just add 1 to the exponent. That's all you have to do. You do. When you go to the right, it's 1 less. Yeah. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Possibly. All right. Guys, you're going to have a problem like this. And Amanda kind of already alluded to this. It's going to be a problem like 42 is 7/10 of what number? Right? So that's easy. We say 42 equals, and can we just say instead of 7/10, can we say 0.7 or 0.07? 0.7. What, Delaney? So we're going to say 0.7 times what number? Okay. So now what do we do? We have to, divide. We want to divide? Okay. So we're going to divide both sides by 0.7. And that cancels out. We're left with what number equals. And then we have 42 divided by 0.7. What do we have to do to that decimal, guys? What do we have to do to the decimal, Julia? It has to go to the right here. Which means we have to move this one over right here, right? Seven, yeah, 60, right? Yeah. Now let me ask you a question so there's no confusion here. If this was going to be, how would I show 70%? If 0.7 is 7/10, how do I show 70%? And then how do I convert that to a decimal? Huh? What? That's right. That's right. Good. I'm glad that's very good. I'm glad you picked up on that. That's good. Because that could be very confusing. Good, Amanda. Very nice. Yeah. Who? What, the ones taking the test? No, they're probably going to be back in the very end. You know, all the time they can get. All right. Let's try to get through this quickly. We don't have that many more to go. How far are we supposed to go? To 74? Yeah, we're on 77. So, yeah, guys, another problem like the one we just did. Please stop talking. What percent of 6 is 2? So how do we do that, Amanda? No, Anna. Let me say Anna. How do we do that? Okay. What? 6. Well, I need a percentage. So I got what percentage equals 2 over 6. Okay, so I need a percentage. How do I get a percentage? I do 2 divided by 6. Okay, my decimal's right here. And 6 goes into 2 0 times. 6 goes into 23, right? Gives me 18, gives me 2. 3, it gives me 18. Okay, but it's asking for a percentage. You understand why that would be? Guys, listen. Whenever you have a decimal, you take that decimal. In this case, it's 33.3 or 33, whatever. You times that by 100%, and that'll give you a percentage. Okay, or you're basically moving the decimal 2 places to the right, and it would be 33.33%. If it was asking for a fraction, it'd be 33 1/3. But remember, look, it's asking for what percentage. So to get it to a percentage, once you get it to a decimal, you multiply it by 100, and that'll give you a percentage. Or once you have the decimal, just go 2 places to the right. It's the same thing as multiplying by 100. Okay. Okay, that is in there for you to look at on lesson 78. I think we're going to finish. I don't know, just a couple. Okay, then you got to do one like this. 37 1/2 divided by 100. Okay? First thing we want to do is get rid of this mixed number, right? So 75 over 2 over 100. So this is basically 100 over 1, right? Oh my goodness, Anna, you are on fire. This girl is on fire. Okay, and that's going to give us 75 over 200. I could have cross-reduced. But if I have 75 over 200, I can reduce that by 25s, right? What is that going to give me? 3/8. Good job, Anna. That was lesson 76. We didn't do 75. Let me see. That may be. I do believe we are done, son. We are done. Hey, we have about 3 minutes to answer some questions. You guys want to grade them real quick? You don't want to grade them? Okay, say goodbye, everybody. No, you're not dismissed yet. That was a false alarm.